Imagine walking into your living room, putting on a pair of glasses no heavier than your favorite sunglasses, and suddenly, your entire reality dissolves. You aren't looking at a screen, you are inside the internet. For years, we've been promised that the metaverse was coming. We were told that virtual reality would change everything. But let's be honest, the headsets were too heavy, the graphics were too cartoonish, and the experience always felt like a beta test for a future that never quite arrived. That ends today, because according to the deepest leaks from Reality Labs and the supply chains in Taiwan, Mark Zuckerberg is about to pull the trigger on the most ambitious piece of consumer electronics since the original iPhone. Welcome to the era of the Meta Quest 4. This isn't just a Quest 3 with a faster chip. This is a total fundamental reset of what a computer can be. If you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for the moment VR becomes real, this is the video you've been waiting for. Today, we are stripping away the marketing fluff and looking at the cold, hard silicon and the revolutionary optics that make the Quest 4 a genuine threat to every laptop and TV on the market. In this video, you'll understand why the tech giants in Cupertino are looking over their shoulders, and why the Quest 4 is about to make flat screens feel like 1950s black and white television. Let's talk about the breakthrough that changes everything: the Pismo architecture. For the first time, Meta is splitting the Quest 4 into two distinct identities, internally known as Pismo High and Pismo Low. But don't let the low fool you. Even the standard Quest 4 is rumored to feature a 4K micro-OLED display system. If you've used a Quest 3, you know the screen door effect is mostly gone, but the blacks are still a bit gray, and the colors don't quite pop. Micro-OLED changes the game. We're talking about infinite contrast ratios, pure, deep blacks that make horror games genuinely terrifying and cinematic experiences look better than an IMAX theater. Imagine watching a movie where the black bars disappear into the shadows of your room, leaving only a 100-foot vibrant screen floating in your space. But a beautiful screen is useless without the brains to drive it. Enter the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 3. This isn't just a mobile processor. It's a spatial computing powerhouse built on a 3-nanometer process. Early benchmarks suggest a 50% jump in GPU performance over the Quest 3. But the real magic isn't in the raw speed. It's in the NPU, the neural processing unit. This chip is designed to handle AI locally. We are talking about AI upscaling that takes a mobile game and makes it look like it's running on a high-end PC. It fills in the details, smooths the edges, and tracks your environment with sub-millimeter precision without breaking a sweat or draining your battery in 40 minutes. Speaking of tracking, the Quest 4 is reportedly bringing back the feature we all missed from the Pro: eye and face tracking. But this time, it's not just for social avatars. Meta is introducing foveated rendering 2.0. The headset knows exactly where your pupils are looking, and it concentrates 100% of its power on that tiny spot. The result? Graphics that look photorealistic, because the computer only has to work hard on what you're actually seeing. This is how Meta plans to beat the Apple Vision Pro, by delivering high-end power through efficiency, not just brute force. Now, let's address the biggest complaint in VR history: comfort. No one wants to wear a brick on their